Hello friends, welcome back. It's been a long time since I have sat here and chatted with you in my bedroom, but for this video I thought that we would do just that. So if you have some wrapping to get done and you want to turn this video on and just sit and wrap, it'll be a great one to just listen to. Grab yourself a coffee and let's just chat a little bit. You can probably already tell from the title of the video what I'm going to talk about. But it is almost January and it is almost time for our low spend month that we do every January. We've done like a no spend, low spend month for years and years, probably going on 10 years we've done this. And this year is no exception. We have done it at different times of the year, but we have found that January is actually the easiest month to do it because we're already like tired of spending money for the holidays, tired of eating really rich food. We're all ready to like have a reset to get back on track. And so January tends to be a great month to do that. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing in the month of January. We used to call it, and I have my little notes right here so I don't leave anything out. We used to call it a no spend month because the goal really was to not spend any money at all. As the kids have gotten older and just with their sporting activities and that kind of thing, it's really just not possible to not spend any money in an entire month. So let me share with you some of the things that we do to get ready for a low spend month. It's important. Well, first of all, I should say you can jump right in and do a low spend month without any prep work whatsoever. That's entirely possible. I like to be prepared just so that we don't need to make any large purchases in January at all. And I kind of like to know what's coming. So I like to take inventory of what we have. I like to go through our freezers. I like to go through the pantry. Probably my next video, and I'll go ahead and say it so that I hold myself accountable and actually do it, is going to be a massive pantry clean out video because it is so needed. And then that will give me a better idea of what I'm working with. But take inventory, see what you're working with. Now, I don't go out and buy a bunch of stuff, but I just like to know what I'm working with. I am going to go down to my storage room, my food storage, and I am going to make a list of all of the food that I want to try to work through. So having a list of the food that I want to use up is going to be very helpful when I'm meal planning because I don't do a month-long meal plan list like I would normally do. I take it week by week and I go grocery shopping once a week, which is stretching for me as well because I really like to do monthly grocery shopping. And that's just so that I don't buy ahead, I don't buy too much, and I only buy the things that we just absolutely have to have each week. We are going to check all of our household items, stuff like laundry detergent and that kind of thing. Just get an idea of where we're at. That kind of stuff, toilet paper, paper towel. We try not to use, like if we run out of disposable items in the month of January, I'm not buying more. Like if we run out of paper towel, we'll make do with our dish towels. Obviously if we ran out of toilet paper, that would be a problem. But that's another reason to have a great back stock of all of your household items. I'm going to look ahead on our calendar for events that we might need to spend money with. So far, I don't see any events in January with the exception of my best friend's birthday. That falls in January, and so I absolutely will be taking her out for her birthday and buying her a birthday present. That's going to happen. So I know that that's coming up. One thing that we're not going to do is I've worked very hard to keep a really good stock of meat in our freezers. And so I'm not going to just be going through all the meat that we have in the freezer. I'm going to be replenishing each week as we go along. And that's because I don't want to just blow through all of our meat and then have to start fresh in February, So probably the bulk of our grocery budget every week is going to be spent on meat and fresh vegetables is my guess, fruit and vegetables. Talking about fruits and vegetables and meat, we're going to be fixing very simple ingredient meals. I'm not going to be trying any new recipes that I don't know how they turn out. I am going to be fixing very, very simple meals, which will be welcome after all of the excess of the holidays. And that just will allow me to work with stuff that I already have in my freezer and my pantry. And it's going to be very simple. It's not the kids' favorite. Honestly, it's not my favorite or Jason's favorite either. But we will have plenty of food to eat. It will be good food. It just won't be as exciting as we are normally used to. Some of the things that we are going to be spending money on, we have 2 kids in basketball right now. Jericho and Julia are both in basketball. And so when they have home games, we have a sports pass for that where we don't have to pay cash for that. But the other away games, we have to pay cash to get in. And so I have been trying to bulk up that cash envelope to make sure that we have enough. So we will be spending money on their games, obviously. I already mentioned birthdays. If birthdays fall in there, like my best friend's birthday, we will be spending money. If somebody's like sporting equipment were to break or something and we don't have an extra one, we would absolutely purchase that. The goal is to spend as little money as possible in the month of January. I would love to save $500. We'll see if we can do that or not, because I'm not stuffing our regular cash envelopes for the ones that we're like building up to save for stuff. I'm still cashing all of those, but like we're not going to be stuffing like a miscellaneous category. We're not going to be stuffing eating out. All of those categories that like we typically would go through every month, we're not going to be stuffing those. I will, however, have a little, I call it emergency Little Caesars budget. So it's good to have like if I get really sick or let's say we're like stuck at a game really long and everybody like we can't wait to eat till we get home or something. It's like 9 o'clock at night or something. I like to have like $20 where we can go to Little Caesars once if we have to. I think if I remember correctly, last January that we did this, we didn't even use it at all. So I'm not buying a ton of like prepackaged stuff. I will be like granola bars. I have a good granola bar recipe that I can make. Where I'm going to be homemaking a lot of stuff, like all of that convenience type stuff. This is a month where we're not going to do much, if any, of that. And you'll see that reflected in my grocery hauls. I also already mentioned the disposable items where we're just going to be making do with what we have. It's a great time, like instead of buying toothpaste, if you have all of those little travel size that you get from the dentist, gather those up, use those up. Let's say you have some toiletries, beauty products that you don't love, but you still have some left. It's a great time to use up that kind of thing. So like if the kids have a deodorant that they just don't like the scent of, I always have them save it for like backup deodorant or whatever. Same thing with like makeup. If I just have something I don't love, but it's, it's still usable, then I go ahead and save that. And this is the month where if I were to run out of anything, I would use all of that up before I would go out and buy anything new. The last thing I want to mention is we love getting gift cards in our family because we don't go out very often at all. And so I personally love a gift card because it forces you to go out and use it. And I love that. So if we were to go out to eat, it would only be with a gift card. This is where I save up like my Starbucks gift cards. We just got a really nice Culver's gift card today that we could use if we wanted to. Sometimes we will use them during the no spend month, and then sometimes we will save them, but I have a feeling we'll probably use them this month of January, and we'll see how that goes. That is everything that I can think of that we need to think about as we prepare for a low spend month. I hope this helped you in some way. I know that a lot of people have tried it after watching my past videos, and I would love to know in the comments if you're going to try it with us. We always learn something new. It's just a great way to rein in the excess, use up things that you already have, or go without. Like, we can do anything for 30 days. Like, I tell the kids this all the time. Like, we can do hard things for short periods of time. It's not going to kill anyone. It's not anyone's favorite, but it's fine. And we always learn some sort of lesson, and just, you know, just gratefulness for what we have, and just, you know, learning how to do without for a while is really good for kids. It's really good for adults. And we're always happy when the month is done and that we've done it and we've saved up some money for a specific purpose. This year's purpose, I think we're saving for spring break. My parents built a tiny house in Florida, and so we're going to go drive and go see them, stay at their tiny house, so that will be fun, and I think that's what we're going to use the money for this year. As always, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!